Hey guys, welcome to the HE channel, and in this video I'll be checking out the Realme 6 from Apple. Okay guys, so if you've seen quite a few of my previous videos, I've been looking at some mid-range phones from Xiaomi and I've been pretty impressed with them. So I've heard that the Realme 6 Pro is one of the best ones out there, so I thought I'll check it out and take a look at it. It's got killer spec, it's got 6 cameras on this one, and the reviews on these have been pretty good. So let's check it out and see if it's any good. Let's do this. So this is the Realme 6 Pro from Oppo, and it comes in the yellow box that all Realmes come in. So the box is very familiar. So let's get this open. Okay, so inside the first thing that you see is the message, "Hey, welcome to the Realme family," which is a nice message that you get in all Realme phones, but it's nothing different. Okay, so inside, as usual, you get your jelly case and also your paperwork as well, but it's thrown out to one side. Nobody looks at that anyway. Okay. Alright, so you got your phone here. So I'll put this aside and we'll look at that in a bit. Just the inlay card to keep everything in place. You got your 30-watt quick charging brick, which supports quick charging, and your USB-C lead as well, and also your pin eject tool. So this is the lightning blue. It also comes in the lightning red as well. So obviously the design concept has come from lightning. It's got like a Shazam style lightning bolt flash type of design here on the back, and as it catches the light, you can see it kind of like moves and shimmers like a hologram, and it's pretty cool. It's not something that we've seen very often. It's got Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back with a plastic frame, and it looks and does feel really premium. The Realme 6 Pro comes with a Snapdragon 720G. It comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It also includes expandable memory as well, so you can boost up your memory via your SIM tray, and it also takes 2 SIM cards as well, so you can actually put 2 SIM cards in and also extend the memory with an SD card as well. And it's super fast. I've not had no problems with it at all. No stutters or slowdown. I've thrown pretty intensive games on it as well. So on the front, you also got a 6.6-inch IPS LCD screen, which is a super bright screen, and it's a really great panel. It's not AMOLED, but nonetheless, it's a great screen. At the time of recording, it comes on Android 10 out of the box, and also it runs Realme UI. And it's also got a 4300 mAh battery as well that supports 30-watt fast charge. You get the charger in the box as well, and it'll charge you from 0 to 100 in 57 minutes. So it's a big battery and it should easily last you 2 days. It also has NFC as well for your contactless payments, which is super handy. So this phone comes with 6 cameras. So let's start off with the main shooter, which is 64 megapixels. A 12 megapixel telephoto lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 2 megapixel macro. And there's a LED flash there on the back as well. On the front, you've also got your dual lens camera setup as well, with a 16 megapixel lens and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. It does have a pill shaped cutout as well. Personally, for me, I don't mind it. I do prefer it on the side rather than in the middle, and it's not too intrusive. It's out of the way. But everyone has their own preferences. The Realme 6 Pro also does come with a 90Hz ultra smooth display as well, which is very rare, especially at this price point as well, and it makes a huge difference. So jumping onto this from a phone that plays 60Hz, and you can feel the difference. Now jumping back to my 60Hz phone, it does feel quite slow and not as smooth. So the experience, as soon as you jump onto this phone, you can tell the difference straight away. The display is ultra smooth. On the bottom of the phone, you've got your 3.5 headphone jack, your USB-C port, and also your speaker. On the right side of the phone you've got your power button that also doubles up as your fingerprint scanner. On the left of your phone you've got your SIM tray and also your volume rocker. So the power button stroke fingerprint scanner, my finger just naturally falls in the right place. But for me, the volume buttons do feel quite low, to be honest. My finger falls a bit higher than that, and it does feel a bit unnatural for me to control the volume a bit lower. But other than that, the phone feels great. It feels great in the hand. The phone looks great, and it does definitely have a premium feel to it. So this is what it looks like with the supplied case as well, which is very minimalistic as well. So it does look really good on it as well. It doesn't add much weight or thickness to the phone as well. And there's like a plus and minus logo on the volume rocker there as well. You can't really see it on the camera. And you've got all the relevant cutouts there. And you can see there is a lip around the corner as well. So when you do place the phone down on any surface, the actual phone itself is not actually touching the surface. So it's pretty handy and well thought out design. And then you can see on the power button fingerprint scanner there's like a little groove cut out as well. So there is a recess there for you to use the fingerprint scanner. So that's the Realme 6 Pro. It's got awesome design. It's definitely eye-catching. It's got a great spec as well. So here are some pictures and some videos that I shot on this phone. So check it out. So this is the selfie video on the Realme 6 Pro. So you've got two cameras on this phone. So you've got a 16 megapixel and then you've got an ultra wide, which is the 8 megapixel as well. From what I can see here, the picture looks pretty good. It's pretty good quality. The colour looks true to life. Let me know down below in the comment section what the video is like. So like I said before, you've got two cameras. You've got 60 megapixel and also an 8 megapixel ultra wide as well. The thing with this one is, like in between when you're recording, you can't switch between cameras. You need to stop recording and then you can switch the lens. So this is the standard 16 megapixel video. So let me just switch to the 8 megapixel ultra wide so you can see what it's like. So this is the 8 megapixel ultra wide video on a selfie cam now. And you can see you've got much more range on the video. You can see much more around you. But it is only 8 megapixel rather than 16, and it still looks pretty good. I think I prefer the wide camera lens like this because you can see more around you and your surroundings as well. I think it's good for like vlogs and stuff, and if more people around you, you can see people around you as well. And let me know down below what you think, what the quality is like. Is it noticeable to the eye? If it's only half the megapixels of the main shooter, and let me know what you think. So this is the video mode on the main 64 megapixel main shooter on this camera, and it actually looks pretty smooth. I think there's quite a lot of stabilization actually. because the floor actually here is actually not very even, as you can see. So it looks pretty stable. So this is the wide video mode, and you see you've got a much more wider field of view, and like you can use it in like, it's great to use in like tight places like this. Like you see this, I'm actually under like an arch in a canal here actually, and you can see it's it does come in really handy in situations like that where you haven't got a lot of space. So this is the telephoto video mode on the Realme 6 Pro. And you can see it's quite a considerable zoom to it. But you can see there's no stabilization there. It's actually quite shaky. But there is actually quite a lot of zoom to it. I'll try my best there to keep it still, but you can see it's pretty shaky. That's like 20 times zoom, and it is quite far. It's quite shaky, it's quite blurry actually, but you can see it's actually zoomed in from quite far. This is the 2x zoom on the Realme 6 Pro. You can see I'll try to zoom in there. There's quite a lot of sharpening there, as you can see. Quite a lot of grain there as well, quite a lot of noise. So you can't really make out the individual leaves, and it's quite mush. Quite a lot of mush there, but if you zoom out, the quality improves a bit. So let's use the 5x zoom on here. So this is the video mode for the Realme 6 Pro. So that's 20x zoom there. So if I try to, you can see I'm trying to keep it still as I can. I can see it's really shaky, and you can see it's really blurry as well. But it seems to be quite considerably, considering where I'm stood. This is the wide video mode on the Realme 6 Pro. You can see it's a nice wide shot, and you can see it actually brings it. It's actually a really wide shot. It's a really nice shot. Video quality looks pretty decent. So that's your Realme 6 Pro, and I definitely think it's a great value phone. It's especially for the money. You're getting a killer spec and you're getting a lot for your money. I think like the Xiaomi's, just like any mid-range at the moment, it's all missing some flagship details there. So if you're coming down from a flagship, there are probably some things that you will be missing. So there's no AMOLED screen. So because of that, there's no always on display. There's no wireless charging. And other than that, there's not much I can fault with these phones, to be honest. But what I did find with this one as well, there was one issue that was quite niggling to me. Like, if you've been watching quite a few of my videos, you'll know that usually I do like to put a launcher on my phones. I like to use Nova Launcher. And again, as usual, I put Nova Launcher on this one. And Nova Launcher does work with it, and does work fine. But if you do put Nova Launcher on it, split screen does not work on it. The split screen won't work on it. And if you want to enable split screen, you do need to turn off the launcher. Also, another thing with this as well is like the notch as well. Usually I'm not a big fan of notches, but to be honest, on this one, on the side pill size cutout, I'm not too bothered by it, to be honest. It doesn't really affect me or bother me that much. But on this one, I can't seem to find an option to turn it off or hide it. If you guys have used this phone before, and if you know how to turn the notch off or hide the notch, let me know down in the comments below. But from looking at it, I've been using this for quite a few weeks now, and I can't seem to find the hide notch function. But other than that, it's like I said, it's a great phone, super fast, looks super stylish, looks pretty cool. You can see that. I love that design there. It's like a fun design. And if you are after a quick mid-range phone to use instead of a flagship phone, I think this is a great value phone to try out. So if you guys used the Realme 6 Pro before, let me know down in the comment section below what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If you like my video, click on the like button for me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click on the subscribe button. And as always guys, ciao for now.